Hey everybody, it is Professor Parrish, and we are on week 16 of English 122. If you can believe it, this is the last week before finals week, which is crazy. So I've got up here on the screen, you all can see that we're going to talk about what is due this week in terms of our module for module 16. And then I want to talk really briefly here at the start about next week. Now you will notice that there is like a little thing here that says will unlock May 7th at 12 a.m. So how that's going to work is that I can't unlock anything before finals week technically starts, but it's going to start on Sunday, May 7th. So next week, I will include a lecture video. It'll probably be like up here. There'll be a lecture video talking about the finals and kind of doing like a final video for the week, just in case you're sure. But the only thing due next week is going to be the final exam. So huzzah, that's all that'll be due for finals week. That should be really nice. But I just want to go ahead and let you all know about it up front, but I'll have one more video to post next week and that should be it. As far as what we are doing this week, there is going to be instructions for the reflection essay. So you can email me with questions, but I'm going to go over that with you all and talk about discussion forum number 16. And then I'm going to talk about the study materials to prep for the final exam. So you'll be able to go ahead and work ahead on studying if you like, but that exam will open up on Sunday. And then like we said here, everything's going to be due Wednesday. So May 10th is going to be the day the final exam is due. So you'll have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, all 4 days to work on the final exam, which should be plenty of time. Plenty of time. But I want to make sure that everybody is ready for that. So as far as the discussion forum, this is just talking about, the first semester we've used a specific text to talk about 122. And so I wanted to kind of talk about the textbook and just things that we didn't have time to go over. So what something in the textbook was that you would have enjoyed discovering in class, what's something that maybe you didn't like. Basically, I want to know what is something in the class from our textbook that you wish we could have talked more about, and what did you think you were like, that story was maybe not for me, and we probably could have gone without covering it. I'm curious to know your thoughts on that below. But that's mainly the discussion forum. Should be easy peasy. And then the reflection essay. So the reflection essay, I know that says English 122, but I'm going to go ahead and change it to English 122 instead of 121. Change that there. And we should be good. Let me go back there. All right. So basically it is a 1 to 2 page reflection of English this semester, talking about your growth as a writer, strengths and weaknesses, your time management, what was your favorite essays or readings, things that worked well for you, things you could change, and your overall takeaway from the class. So you don't have to go through all 7 of these. They're just the ones that mean the most to you. It's only 1 to 2 pages double spaced. So even doing like 2 or 3 of these is going to probably take up most of your time. But I usually use stuff like this to help me prep for the future semesters. So if something worked out really well, I will incorporate that into my future semesters. And if stuff was like, then I usually abandon it. So I'm curious to know what all you all say that will help me determine what I use for in the future. We'll see, right? But that is the reflection assignment, and you just will be able to turn it into the Dropbox by Sunday night. It's worth 100 points. Should be a very easy 100 points to get, so don't miss out on that. That should definitely help your grade if you've been needing it this semester. And then as far as the reflection essay assignment, just the guidelines is basically the same thing here. It's not any different. It's just kind of explaining it using traditional MLA format, but you don't need to cite any sources for this, so that shouldn't be an issue. And then as far as the study guide for the 122 final, this is just a starting point, like a list of things to look at, like active reading, what an anti-hero is, in drama, what is an aside, what are about characters, different types of comedy, connotation and denotation, conclusions, the use of dialogue, what an epiphany is, how do you use ethos, logos, and pathos, figurative language, flashbacks, the hyperbole usage, literary and critical analysis, metaphor versus implied metaphor, motivation, parable, paradox, paraphrasing, parts of a plot, which is exposition, rising action, the climax, and denouement, personification, types of poetry, point of view, protagonist versus antagonist, puns, settings, similes, stream of consciousness, style, subplot, suspense, thesis, tone, including sarcasm, tragic flaw, understatement, and what makes a text classic. So this is just terms that we've talked about in our readings throughout the semester. So that should be a starting point. Basically, keep your textbook. So don't turn your textbook back in until you're done with the final. They will be taking textbooks from May 8th to May 18th, so you'll have plenty of time to bring it back and be able to turn it in, but just don't get rid of it too soon. So that was the study guide. You'll notice also that there are a couple of review games you can play. They look very similar to review games that we've had for the midterm. So you can play those if you want to, if they help you. You can use those as well. There's 3 different ones to choose from. But essentially, the big thing is don't miss out on this reflection essay. It's only 1 to 2 pages. It's super simple. It should be a very easy way to raise your grade or to maintain it if that's been something you've been worrying about. But I'll have a brief video next week to go along with our final exam and talk about it. But if you have any questions this week about the final, about the reflection, please email me and let me know. I will be on campus to answer any questions that you all have. All right, so that's all I've got for this week. I'm really excited. We're almost to the end of the semester, but I hope you all have a wonderful week. Please stay safe, take care, and I'll be back one more time for our finals week video next week. See you all. Bye.